So, Ivanka Trump, commander-in-chief. Some are pondering that idea tonight after President Trump told the Atlantic, quote, if she ever wanted to run for president, I think she'd be very, very hard to beat. Adding that his daughter has created millions of jobs, plus she's good with numbers. Here now for Ladies' Night. Nan Hayworth, Deirdre Bolton, and Jessica Tarlov. Good to see you all.
Hello. Nice to be with you.
Nan, you on board?
Big fan of Ivanka Trump. I've had the privilege of working with her on a couple of projects. She is intelligent, she is articulate, she is effective, and she deeply cares. I think she would take on that task and be exceedingly successful.
I suspect that Jessica has a different idea.
Listen, I've got a dad, too, and he thinks very highly of me.
We think highly of you, too.
No, I appreciate that, and I'll accept all of your votes when I decide to run. The president speaks this way. He loves Ivanka. He thinks very highly of her. I was praising her for criminal justice reform. I thought that was a great advancement there. I have heard that she is very well liked. I don't think that she has the policy chops or experience to be jumping into a presidential race in 2024 or 2028 or 20 anything. And I don't think that she is someone who's going to really arouse a lot of support beyond Trumpers.
But a lot of people say it seems like she doesn't even really, she's not aiming for that, or at least publicly hasn't said that she is.
It was more about Jared, who had
in fact,
political aspirations.
Here's what she said in August 2016. We'll get Deirdre to respond.
Running for office is not something I want to be doing. No. No, my father always taught me to never say never, but the last time I said no, but never say never, the headline was Ivanka wants to run for office. So I'm just going to give you a no.
So?
Yeah, that's pretty clear. I mean, she was running a successful, jewelry fashion line. I mean, I will say this. I do empathize and sympathize with anybody in the public eye who is there more or less because of their parents. I mean, her life would have been much easier had she stayed in New York. Whether you love her or hate her,
you're right.
This was an easier gig than where she's sitting
Well,
now.
talk about easier. Chrissy Teigen hammering Ivanka Trump. You've heard the idea that she stood by, she's complicit, all of that. Here's Chrissy Teigen.
It's a painful thing to see such a complete lack of empathy when it comes from people like Ivanka, I will say, that can post all day pictures of her children. There are children out there that don't have that opportunity.
You're shaking your head.
Well, Chrissy Teigen has the opportunity herself. She lives, obviously, a very prosperous and sheltered life in a sense. She has the opportunity to pursue her own charitable and eleemosynary efforts if she likes to. That has nothing whatsoever to do with Ivanka Trump, who is spending her time doing amazing things for America's workers, for America's families, and including criminal justice reform.
Why is it that some of the left seem to have a special desire to just savage anything that's Trump family?
Listen,
the kids, the family,
Well, because these aren't just kids. They are advisors to the president. They have formal roles. They are running around the White House. That huge Atlantic piece talks specifically about how Ivanka is always the one who makes sure to be dropping in. Jared is an advisor himself, and the other brothers are supposed to be running that business, but they're spending a lot of time on the campaign trail and on cable news.
Which they have a right to do.
Well, it's not clear, actually, with nepotism laws, actually, if there have been violations of divestment with companies and who's profiting off the presidency. But I want to touch on what Chrissy Teigen's talking about, and this is a big issue for people. You get told all the time, conservative women never get to be called feminists. What is that about? And being a feminist is about advocating for women. The policies that Ivanka Trump supports do not help women. Raising the minimum wage, for instance. 2/3 of the people in America who are on the minimum wage are women. She's not for raising the federal minimum wage.
There are heartbeats.
Really? Having a higher salary doesn't help women?
Having a higher salary does, but raising the federal minimum wage is not the way to do that.
Deirdre,
well, she also did have the double child tax credit, right, as part of the 2017. That helped, in theory, women and hopefully
But she has
families.
the 50 million USAID fund that's going to help 50 million women. So everybody got $1
You know what's going to help a lot of people
and there are no
as they head into the weekend?
If they don't have to see me anymore.
Adam Schiff. Look at this picture of Adam Schiff, who tweeted out about Chrissy Teigen. And he said, I might have to delete this. I just wanted everyone to see that. It's great for the weekend. That's the story. On this Friday night. On Monday, don't miss Martha and Brett's Town Hall with Senator Bernie Sanders, 6:30 Eastern. I'll see you again, Fox and Friends, tomorrow at 6 a.m.